Hello, everyone. Welcome to the And She Looked Up podcast. As always, I am your host, Melissa, and today's episode is a little bit different because it's actually a teaser episode to let you know about a brand new minisode series that we are going to be running through the summer until the end of the year. It's called Prep for the Holidays, and the idea behind it is each episode is going to dive into one specific task that we need to be working on to get ready for the busy holiday selling season. The episodes are going to be really short, 5 to 10 minutes, 15 at the max, and they're going to be aimed at artists, makers, creative service providers, and content creators, because I know that for all four of those groups, Q4 is a big revenue generating time of year for many of us. For those of us who are artists and makers, we're doing markets, we're selling more on Etsy and our own websites. If you are a content service provider, or if you're a creative services provider like a photographer or a graphic designer or a copywriter or a makeup artist, you might be doing things like family portraits. You might be doing makeup for holiday parties and big events, or for portrait photographers who are doing family sessions. You might also be selling bundles of your services discounted for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. You may also be creating educational materials that you're selling. So it could be ebooks on things like posing guides or how to get your website up and running with writing initial copy. I'm just coming up with ideas on the fly here. And of course, if you're a content creator, we know that Q4 traditionally is when we get the most traffic for the majority of you. And it is also the time of year where your ad company offers up the highest RPMs, CPMs. So not only are you getting more traffic, but that traffic is worth more money. And that's where a lot of you generate the big part of your revenue for the year. So what we wanted to do with this series was to make it so that when we get into the heart of Q4 and that busy selling season, you can focus on just that: selling, shipping, and customer service, instead of feeling like you're all over the place because you're trying to you're trying to order supplies, you're trying to remember where you put your packing boxes, all those things. Never mind your social media marketing, that's a whole other thing. So we wanted to put together a checklist and cover each of those items on the checklist in its own individual episode. And as I said, the episodes are going to be short, 5 to 10 minutes long, and we're going to deep dive into each task. And the key here is that the episode will air around the time where you want to be focusing on that particular task. So it's like a live checklist landing in your podcast player every single I was going to say every single week, but in some cases, we might do more than one episode a week. In some cases, it might be a couple of weeks before we do the next episode, just depending on where we think you should be working on that task. You'll be able to watch these videos on YouTube. I am recording the video of them. So if you've ever been curious about my studio or my recording setup or what I look like, any of those things, you'll be able to see that all over on YouTube. But you'll also be able to listen to just the audio in your favorite podcast player app. So that is it. I'm very excited. We are hoping to debut this series the week of July 8th and subsequent episodes following after that. So I hope you'll follow along, and I hope you'll find, most importantly, I really hope you'll find this series useful. I know when I was first starting out, I was all over the place. I was not working far enough ahead, and the first holiday season was just chaotic. And I felt like I was learning everything on the fly. So hopefully this will help all of you be a little more prepared and make Q4 feel a little bit easier, and also make it so that when Christmas is over, you can take a bit of a break because you're all caught up. That's it for now. Look forward to seeing you all when we kick the series off very soon.